Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
What can I help with?
Hi, Richard. I think I saw your video on the Pemco STC411 APK, the automatic door bottom.
Okay.
And the question I had, just really quickly, is do you guys have or know of a way to mortise the bottom of the door quickly and easily that I'm not thinking about?
Well, I'm not clairvoyant, but the answer to the
no,
is yes.
I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
what is
I
it?
mean, I've done that operation countless times.
Okay. How do you do it? What is your method?
Sure. So, unfortunately, the method is based on volume. So when you have a need to do that often, you just simply invest in the tool. So there's a tool that you would purchase. Here's what the tool looks like. Imagine a plunge router. It has to be a plunge router.
Sure.
Now imagine that your door is laying on sawhorses flat, and you clamped the door down to the sawhorses so that it can't move.
Okay.
Now, in your mind's eye, you've got a plunge router. On the base of that router, envision like a 3x3 aluminum angle that you have bolted to that base. You then you put your two hands on the big D handles. Now imagine if you're going to rotate that 90 degree where the motor is pointing north, you're now going to point it towards your stomach. So now the base is perpendicular to the floor, and that 3x3 angle that you've bolted, you're going to rest that on top of the face of the door, and you've bolted it in such a location where the center line of the router bit is exactly where you want it in the bottom of the door. And now you're going to take that unit and you're going to go from the right side of the door and you're going to move to the left. And you're going to core that out. And the diameter of the bit is ideally very, very close to the mortise that's requested, 9/16. I would probably try to get a 5/8 two-flute carbide bit. And then you just make multiple passes going deeper on every pass. And it works great. It's just, you need a plunge router, and then you need the time to fixture it so that it'll do the job. How I would do that by hand, I wouldn't do it by hand. I wouldn't attempt it any other way.
No, that's what I was expecting, a similar answer. So that 3x3 aluminum jig, do you guys sell that on your website, or?
Let's see.
And is it a universal fit, or is it per manufacturer?
Well, the tool is such that you can move the positioning of the angle in reference to the center line of the bit to account for, obviously, to account for a variety of different, setups.
Sure.
Because that automatic door bottom is going to change. Let's see.
By the way, thank you very much for your video. That was a great video. I don't know if you hear that a lot.
I don't, and I thank you. So the bottom line is I don't have the tool in the site because I just don't. The problem is, it's several hundreds of dollars to buy it pre-manufactured from somebody, and if you're doing one, then you're better off finding someone with a CNC and paying them a couple hours of programming time for them to do it, because it would be several hundreds of dollars for this tool. It includes the DeWalt 2-horse plunge router, but, there's, when you're spending $800 for a tool, there has to be a different way. Or you use a surface-mounted a surface-mounted door bottom. Or you do a semi-recess, because that you don't need a fancy tool for.
Okay.
So it's not concealed, but imagine taking a surface-mounted unit and mortising the face of your door so the the rectangular aluminum housing is flush with the face and the bottom of the door. That's another way to do it, kind of cool. You still see it, but it's not sticking off the face of your door. And you need just a regular router for doing that.
Okay, and where would I find that?
Well, in terms of the door bottom?
Yeah, the semi-recessed. Yeah, where would I find that product? Do you have that?
So, yeah, let's get you a part number.
Because that could be even easier. Yeah, I don't care to see it. That's fine. I don't mind. It's just for my office, but.
Well, why don't you just surface mount it then if it's not the end of the world?
It's not the end of the world. Surface mounting
okay.
or semi-recessed would be fine.
Yeah, it's not a fire door, right?
No.
Okay. Let me pull up the catalog and see what that part number is. You can use the same part number for either a semi-recess or just surface mounting it.
Okay.
You know, I would dissuade you from mortising it only because when you mortise that door, you're going to have nothing but particle board there, most likely. Or it could be void. It could be hollow. So I would plan to either contend with that by possibly having to through bolt it, or I would just surface mount it.
Gotcha.
So let's take a look. Okay, so your
really
part
appreciate
number
your help.
Oh, my pleasure. Your part number is going to be STC411 APK, Alpha Papa Kilo. It's a sister product, just it's surface mounted or semi-recess, semi-mortise. No, it's mortise, it's semi-recess.
Semi-recess. Is it, so you said Foxtrot Tango Charlie?
Sierra Tango Charlie.
Oh, Sierra Tango Charlie. Thank you. I can't find it. STC 4131 APK.
Okay, let's take a look. That could be STC 4131 Alpha Papa Kilo. Okay. Oh, forgive me. It's Charlie Papa Kilo at the end.
Charlie Papa Kilo. Okay.
Because they don't make that one in A.
Oh, hey, there you go.
It's only clear.
Okay. Gotcha. Clear anodized. Okay. And so these just bolt, so you can either semi-mortise or semi-recess it or just have it surface mount on one of these ones?
Precisely.
Excellent. Okay. Now, one of the questions too, or something that you brought up was the ability to potentially mount this to the top of a door, to be able to seal the top of a door too.
Sure.
Is that reasonable to think that we could do that? I didn't know what the mechanism looked like inside, if it was based on gravity or if it would wear out or not function properly. Let's just say that we were to mortise the door, for example.
The answer is yes. It's very reasonable, and in fact, while it's not common, it is done, and it is spring. It's a flat spring, so it's not going to fatigue. It's not going to succumb to gravity over time like a European profile cylinder would, with the pin tumblers crushing the springs over the years. It's quite a robust, gizmo, and I think would do a very good job at sealing the top of it as well.
Excellent. Okay. And then I guess my last question is the silicone insert. Is that something that you can buy as a replacement?
In fact, you can.
Excellent. Okay. Well, those are all my questions.
Yeah. If you want to, let's see. The problem with ordering the replacement is forgetting where you put it when you need it 5 years later. But if you would,
right.
I'll give you the part number now of the replacement.
Okay.
It's Romeo 3 Golf 345.
Romeo 3 Golf 345. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help. This has been great. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.